Brace yourself for unprecedented epicness, because today I want to harp on a traumatizing subject, which is I'm drowning in debt and may never get out. Now this really agitates me, this irritates me, this grinds my gears. The crux of the issue is that I'm a full-time student at the moment, and I'm in debt. Now, being a full-time student consumes the majority of my time. It precludes me from being able to work full-time because there's all these roadblocks that I face as I'm a full-time student. But will I be able to get out of debt when I'm done with school? That is the pivotal question that needs to be addressed. The calamity is that the interest of the debt keeps accruing into the principal. The debt keeps further amplifying and amplifying and amplifying until it reaches unprecedented levels. Brace yourself for unprecedented epicness, because today I'm going to harp on Brace yourself for unprecedented epicness. Brace yourself for unprecedented epicness, because today I'm going to harp on a dire issue, which is traumatizing, to say the least. What is this issue, you may ask? Allow me to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. The topic of this video is I'm in debt, I may never get out, and that within itself is a calamity. As a full-time student, I have indebted myself. I'm submerged in debt. I'm drowning in debt. My debt is unprecedented. The crux of the issue is that the interest of the debt keeps accruing into the principal, so the debt is amplifying in perpetuity. How do I get out of debt? I need to amplify my income. How do I amplify my income? Well, that is an enigma. I'm unable to work full-time as a result of being a full-time student. It impedes me from being able to work full-time. And I cannot get out of debt if I can only work part-time. By the time I'm eligible, by the time I'm able to work full-time, the debt will just be so unbearable that getting out of it may not be manageable nor a viable, feasible option. So, will I be relegated to paying interest off the debt the rest of my life? Perhaps. This is truly a calamitous issue. My debt is just outrageously high. It's enormous. What can I do to resolve this issue? How can I confront it? What measures can I take to absolve myself? What should I do to regain control of my life? How can I remedy, how can I rectify this astronomical, inextricable, dire, strenuous, agonizing, traumatizing, fatal issue? I guess the best solution is to perpetually work and pray, by the grace of God, that I'll be able to generate enough revenue to not only pay off any interest I owe, but to pay off the principal of the debt. Once the interest and the principal have been paid off, then I'll have no debt. But will that prospect come to pass? Will it be brought to fruition? Will it see the light of day? Who knows? The future is precarious. The future is unforeseeable. And the future is unknown. I just have to finish school and then focus on working full-time, perhaps even over 120 hours a week if deemed necessary, just to begin regaining control of my life. The interest payments are exorbitant. The debt is burdensome, and the prospect of having to pay all this off is strenuous, debilitating, and takes its toll against the mind and the body. But if I just pay off the interest, I cannot get out of debt, so I need to amplify my income as soon as possible to be able to earn enough income to relieve myself of the debt. How can I alleviate problems in my life? You may ask. The solution may be to amplify my income. That may be the only approach. There's no other viable option here. So I may have to work in the real world and take an hiatus from working online, because working online is not lucrative enough, it's not profitable enough, it doesn't pay enough to cover my debt. So I hope that you found this video to be insightful and enthralling. I'm curious if you're in a similar situation. I hope not. No one deserves to brook this dire situation, but if this calamity has befallen upon you, then it is what it is. You may have to just keep amplifying your income until you have enough to pay off the interest and the debt. So I hope that you found this video to be engrossing and enthralling. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.